I need to tell you something, but I'll tell you when I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about
So those are all council members up there then, these three.
I think I got a notification.
John Delacola, what's up? Okay, I got ugly with me, buddy. Donald, what's up, brother? Welcome. Johnny Bravo. Wait, what's going on here? We're at the Denver City Council meeting. A lot of things going on, man. They got the homeless budget going on.
I think they got, they're in recess right now. But at 5 o'clock, I think there's public comment.
Okay, 5 o'clock public comment, but we're right now in the City of Denver Council chambers.
You see what he wrote.
Yeah.
That's right.
What's up, Dubwebs? What's up, brother? Yeah, this is a nice building all the way around, guys.
Should have seen it.
Got a lot of
That
history.
building has like all kinds of gold stuff in it, so it's pretty cool.
Rami, what's up, brother? Welcome in. We're at the Denver City Council meeting.
Good to see you, Rami. They're in recess, so it'll pop back up at 5, I think.
We got one of the verbal judo masters right here, Johnny Bravo.
I'll go out there and start speaking.
Yeah, easy though. Be nice.
I'll just go out there right now. Hear ye. Start talking about nothing. Like, so, let's talk about this sacred tree outside.
Let's talk about.
Right,
We looked everywhere for this sacred tree to be on the site, and it's not.
It'd be like the Genesis tree or something outside. It is for Denver though, because they said they built the city around it, right?
Right.
That's kind of cool.
I wish I fucking brought my tripod now.
How old is Denver then? How the hell I didn't know that now?
1862, I think it was.
Almost 200 years old, and they fucking built the city around it. What's going to be less than 200, right?
I went up to that cemetery up in Central City, and there's graves up there from like 1850 something. So it's Denver's been around for a while, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not buying that sacred tree. I think it's just big and beautiful, and you're like, yeah, I don't cut that down. It's called sacred.
Yeah, it's sacred. Do not fucking pee on it. Don't let Pablo put that shit. Hit that like for me, people. It helps. There we go.
Yeah. Sometimes the numbers take a minute to each minute. You'll see the more go up, whatever it is.
It's not bad. I'm not shooting bad. Huh? It's not bad. Look.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
See, it's one thing when you look at it on your phone, but this is actually how it's coming in. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. So we're coming in the second half of this meeting. It started at 3, right? 3:30.
Yeah.
And they're in intermissions and
recess.
recess.
And then come back at like 5 to 5:30 at public comment. So we'll probably get some public comment.
So there we go, community.
But I think they were already talking about allocating their funds about if they're going to reopen the shelters this year. And there was another thing.
1876 stuff says.
Huh. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Oh, look at that. The Capitol was originally in Golden, huh? We gotta go film that. Yeah, Golden, Colorado, where Coors beer is made.
Denver City Council broadcast coverage begins in
Columbine
2
State Flower, I know that
2
one.
minutes, folks.
We got 2 minutes. We got the 2-minute
Countdown
warning.
until showtime.
2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
I'm gonna go static.
I'll get off here in a minute. I just want to
No, do your live. Everybody know. Hey, this is Howie's first council meeting.
Denver Council meeting, yeah.
Yeah, so keep yours live, and I'll just go static. And then I'll.
I wish I
I'll
had
move
some
on
place to
here
sit
if
this.
If mutual aid money and then the nonprofits come in.
Uh-huh.
I'll go through it from the beginning. Yeah.
Coming in.
Are you zoomed in?
Yeah, I'm zoomed in. I'll zoom out.
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah, I know. We're good.
Denver City Council broadcast coverage begins in 1 minute.
Got 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. God, I should have brought my tripod. Look at that old man over there looking at us, seeing us we're filming.
You know what his name says? Cashman.
Coverage begins in 30
Cashman.
seconds.
See?
Yeah,
Cashman.
Cash Man. That's the Cash Man right there.
He needs a motto for the Monopoly Man.
Cut the plastic there. What plastic?
Oh, he's buying one?
No, that's what John just said. Cut the plastic.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
mutual aid comes in, advocates, activists, people that want to speak for the community.
So we're about to have some public comment here, people. Here we go. The citizens are about to speak up.
Welcome to the general public comment session of October 6, 2025. Tonight's session is being interpreted into Spanish. Sam Jasmine, would you please introduce yourself and your viewers know how to enable translation on their devices?
Yes, of course. Thank you for having us. Hello, everyone.
You want to test your
My
mic
name is
and
Sam
move around?
Guzman with the
Why?
CIC.
You want to test your mic and move around?
I'll go up there in a minute.
My colleague Jasmine will be interpreting today's meeting into Spanish. Please allow me a quick minute to instructions in Spanish on how to access interpretation. Buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Samuel Guzmán con la CIC. Juntamente con mi colega Jasmine estaremos interpretando la reunión de hoy en español. Si se une con nosotros virtualmente a través de Zoom, busque en su pantalla un icono de logo que dice interpretación. Oprima ese botón y de allí escoja la opción de escuchar en español. Si se une con nosotros presencialmente y está ahorita en la cámara, busque al fondo hacia la derecha. Encontrará un asistente que le podrá dar audífonos para escuchar en español. Muchas gracias and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. City Council provides a half-hour general public comment session to hear from the public on city matters, except for any matters that are scheduled to have a public hearing. The Denver City Council has a pilot program that welcomes Denver's youth to speak at general public comment on the first Monday of the month. Anyone can still sign up to speak. However, on these Mondays, those 18 years and under will be given preference. To maximize time for public comment, council will not offer comments or responses from the dais. Council members or staff may contact speakers following their comment if they raise matters that lend themselves to follow-up. All speakers should begin by stating their names. Each person will have 3 minutes to speak. For those participating in person, when called upon, please come to the podium. A timer on the presentation monitor will display your remaining time. For those participating virtually when called upon, please wait until you are promoted to speaker, then accept the promotion, turn on your camera if you have one, and your microphone. You will see the timer on your screen counting down. Please refrain from profane or obscene speech. Direct your comments to the council as a whole, and refrain from individual or personal attacks, including disparaging other individuals.
Profane.
First up, we have Jordan Ornelas.
I don't want that. Profane and vulgar.
Next up, we have Elijah Armijo.
Hello, my name is Elijah. I'm a 22 Warriors with the Denver Human Generations. I came up here to say I do not support the game program. I don't think it's right to criminalize our youth in our community. I don't think it's okay to criminalize us due to association with family or people who may be found to committing crimes in the past. If I was placed on the game list, I might not even know. I might not even be told why I'm on the game list, and I might not have no idea why or how to get off of it. If I got a traffic ticket and go to court, the court would see my name in that list and label me as dangerous. They could judge me according to that, and I would have no way to argue against it. Whatever money is being used to support the game should be go to programs for youth to help the community, to get any youth that have struggled back on track. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Next up, we have Darling Kanani.
Hi, hello City Council, my name is Gabrielle and I am part of the Whistling Birds. We are here today to ask you to investigate and stop the game project. The game project is being created by the Denver Police Department and other city agencies and is being developed and involves stereotyping, dehumanizing youth that fits the description that they are considered criminal. I am here today because I am upset that they are discriminating against those of my culture and community. When I say culture, I mean the way we dress, the friends and family that we have and where we live. This is an issue because this project is trying to profile us just by being ourselves. Living our identities and classifying us as dangerous to the community. They can put me on the list and there's nothing any of us can do about it. We need you to instead of just funding ways to criminalize us, fund programs that uplift and help us. Fund community-based projects that actually provide for the citizens of Denver, especially those that are homeless or financially unstable, so they can help themselves. Thank you.
Next up, we have Maxwell.
Hello, City Council. My name is Axel with the Beastly Warriors. Thank you for this opportunity to speak. I'm here to ask to end the game program as a potential youth at risk for being placed on the game just because of family or friend I may have. I can be shared and I can label and defend from weapons. To be honest, I don't even know if we can bring and stop this program that profiles us. I actually don't even know who to speak to, so we took this opportunity to come directly to our elected officials and ask them to investigate the game program. I feel like funding needs to create more programs like ours or similar in the community, which inspire who may be dealing with a hard life or struggle to feel safe and express their thoughts about their community. Thank you for your time.
Next up, we have Yasmin Reyes. Okay, next up, we have, how do you say this? Emilia Richardson. You have to help me with that pronunciation.
Hello City Council, my name is Amelia and I'm part of the Whistling Warriors through Denver Young Generations. We work on issues, justice issues in Denver that affect youth in our community. I'm here to bring City Council's attention to the game program that is being introduced by Denver Police and the Office of Neighborhood Safety. I'm bringing this to your attention because the youth of Denver are getting singled out for the color of their skin and their background. And as you the color, I'm here for what's to come. It seems like there's no due process or community input on how this list is made or how it affects our community. Even though I don't have a record, I could still get put on this list. We need programs like mental health access and culture healing programs
programs instead of criminalizing our community and with programs like GAIN that make youth criminals before they get a chance to live. Thank you, City Council, for your time.
We have Nadia Herrera.
Hello, my name is Nadia. I am a marketer and I'm part of the movement of the youth group at North High School. I'm here to speak on more advocacy for mental health awareness for future generations that the root cause of most school shootings are because many of our students are facing mental health issues. This matters to me because many people are dealing with mental health issues and have no one to turn to. This causes them to feel a disconnection between them and their peers, which leads them to feel as if harming their peers is a solution. As a student who has also struggled with mental health issues, it really does cause us to feel disconnected. Something that can be done about this is normalizing mental health needs and making it so that when one of these mentally ill people are trying to buy a gun or trying to obtain one, they must take a cognitive test before buying a gun. Thank you for your time and listening to what I had to say.
Dear City Council members, my name is Estrella Rivera, and I am here representing the group Movimiento Poder. I'm a sophomore attending North High School, and I'm coming today to talk to you to address the changes me and my peers would like to see in our community. Over the past years, youth crime rate has seen a significant drop by 25%, while youth gun violence has increased by 210% from 2010. Currently, over 700 youth that are under the age of 25 are affected by violence annually, with 69 of them.
No, I'm not speaking, Dubs.
13 of those leading to death.
I'm just here to
As you know,
document.
recently there's been a school
I
shooting
appreciate
here
you
in
though, man,
Colorado,
always.
leaving many students permanently scarred and unable to have the correct mental health aid to cope with this tragedy. So therefore, I'm here today to ask you that you offer more school and community increase in affordable mental health aid and deeper background in mental health wellness check before allowing the purchase of guns, so that we don't have to wait till people are dying again to finally take notice. Thank you for your time and consideration.
We have Esciantes Reeves.
Hello, my name is Isaias Ruiz with Movimiento Poder. I am also a sophomore at North High School. I would like to call attention to the topic of decriminalizing youth. Youth are often viewed as troublemakers or problematic. We are seen as a threat, sometimes just based on our skin color or clothes. This matters and emphasizes the category that all youth are being placed into, including restricting daily activities. An example of activities within my community where even Walgreens and Safeway are criminalizing us by restricting our access to their businesses. Even further, all the students at my school are banned from going inside during lunch. This is only one of the many examples of youth being discriminated against. Youth are contributing members of the society and they deserve to have access to their necessities. I ask you all to focus on creating more youth-friendly spaces instead of discriminating us. Thank you, Councilman, for your time.
Azuraya Gallegos.
Hello, City Council. My name is Zariah Gallegos. I'm part of the Weekend Warriors, the group of young leaders representing the youth and issues affecting us. I'm here today to talk about a program that the DPD and city agencies are creating. The program is called The Game, and its primary focus is to watch you that profile as having the possibility of being a criminal before ever getting put on paper mentioned how they already had over 8,000 people on this list that was made up called the mothership. The community doesn't know who is on the mothership, and the community, nor does the community have a say in what the mothership does. The program also mentioned how letters would be sent out to these falsely accused juveniles, requiring them to do an assessment and get services that they didn't ask for. But if the person whom the letter was sent to does not participate, they will be at risk of being put back on paper. Or having social services called on them or face other consequences. This program is dehumanizing our youth to a point where it violates our basic rights as U.S. citizens, more specifically our 14th and 5th Amendments in due process. The justice system is trying to use this program as a scare tactic so that we can continue to be a nation that's segregated and separated by race and class. The game program is targeting our youth before they can have the chance to show their true potential. It's criminalizing culture as they use the outfits we post on social media to dictate whether we should be put on that list or not. It's a money scheme that we as taxpayers are funding. So I ask the city council today, why are we funding and promoting the stocking of minors instead of the building of a better community? Thank you for your time.
My name is Bernice. I'm working with the program to talk about student mental health. I am a student, but not only that, I'm who struggle with their mental health. I'm here to speak on getting more help with mental health and seeing more insight before it's too late. Instead of increasing the funding for policing or surveillance technology that they don't need, we should be using it for more things to help people with their mental health. This matters to me because someone who is struggling or losing people from suicide, I feel if we get people who are struggling with their mental health out quicker, it could hopefully lower the lives that are lost to suicide. Something I should miss, we should start funding more after school programs and leadership development programs for the youth and more free therapy for youth, not only in schools but in communities too. Thank you for your time.
We have Lydia Lopez. Lydia Lopez. Next up, we have Ashley Garrett Conlon. Next up, we have Anthony Michael. No. Next up, we have Elena Squirrel.
She's trying to log in. I'm trying to help her figure that out, so she should be on Zoom.
Next up, we have Safari Carrasco. Tim, do we have anyone? Safari Carrasco? No. Next up, we have Maggie
Tim over there.
and Emma Carrero. Maggie? Hola, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Marta Pineda. Soy la madre de un año.
Hi, good evening. My name is Marcia Pineda. I am the mother of a 1-year-old baby.
Le solicito su favor de abrir un nuevo refugio para adultos y niños con necesidad.
I ask for your support in getting a new refuge opened for mothers and children.
Ya que estamos en situación de calle desde el 17 de
Joseph, what's up?
We've been living on
Denver.
the streets since June 17th.
y tengo mucho miedo de seguir estando en la calle con mi hijo.
Yeah, the city is broke, Joseph.
I'm really scared to continue to be on the street with my son and my husband. We need a safer place to stay.
Para nosotros, ya que entre poco se viene el frío, me tienen en una lista de espera en un refugio, pero es muy tarde.
I'm hoping that we can get this resolved before the winter because it's coming now and I'm on a wait list, but it's very long.
Me dicen que tengo que
esperar de 3 a 4 meses, porque ellos dicen que tienen 4 o 5 familias adelante.
They're telling me I have to wait from 3 to 4 months because they're saying that there are 400 families ahead of me.
Hoy les solicito otra vez su voto a favor de un refugio para familiares y niños con necesidad.
So once again, I ask you to vote in favor of opening a new refuge for families, children, and especially kids with special needs.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Kristen Smith.
Hello, members of City Council. My name is Kristen Smith, and I'm Councilwoman Donis's district. The adoption or dispersal of new technology across our communities is as much a civic decision as a business decision. No new technology is inevitable, and certainly not all new technologies are truly beneficial. In that light, I'm raising a concern this evening about the upcoming Denver pilot of Waymo's driverless cars. My concerns are threefold. First and foremost, leaning into high-tech solutions such as autonomous vehicles distracts public discourse and ultimately funding away from less glamorous.
I've been watching all these people. That lady right there is the only one that's been really listening.
Already signed on to. My second concern is income for Denverites. I don't pretend to have all the numbers, but I can anecdotally say that rideshare has provided a lifeline for people in my life who have been affected through multiple and accelerating economic disruptions over the last several years. Which brings me to my last concern is that money is staying within Denver. Current rideshare apps do move money from Denver residents to the cities where those ridesharing apps are headquartered. However, driver shares of ride fees stay in Denver to be spent and taxed here and used for the problems that are being brought before you this evening. Waymo would take all of that money out of Denver. I urge the council to consider the tools at our disposal to prevent the Waymo pilot from expanding into general use. Thank you for your time.
Next up, we have Tim Jones.
Hello, council. This is
Brandon Mitchell, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in.
here to,
What's that about the orange shirt?
the fact that we have a predicted pseudo Christos in the
Jack
Oval
Glasses,
Office.
what's up, brother? Good to
This is
see
why
you.
we're having such a tribulation.
Hit that like for me, people.
They ignored the federal constitution, in particular Amendment 14, Section 3, that says we're not allowed to hold office if we've been a part of a insurrection. And my 78-year-old eyes saw that we did see this person that's in the Oval Office now do an insurrection. And 2/3 of Congress was supposed to allow him to be
Insurrection?
in office. He could run, but he can't be allowed to take office unless 2/3 of Congress votes it in. And unfortunately, our federal legislators who were elected by us did not follow through with this constitution. And unfortunately, the 6 Republican justices on the Supreme Court have not followed through correctly. And so, thus we have what we have. And I'm thinking that he won't last out the year and that he will be removed. In fact, he will be re-impeached and finally taken out. Hopefully on a ramp and then a rail.
It's Johnny's friend right there.
Evening, council. My name is Owen.
What? It's your friend.
I am here to ask you guys to yet again talk about the creation of more family shelter. You just heard from a family that we had met, and we had heard from multiple families. We're talking 300 plus families are on a waiting list right now. 300 plus families with children on a waiting list. We are talking about the fact that we are closing hotels. We are losing 502 shelter beds. But again, 300 plus families are sleeping on our streets at this moment, in their cars, in tents, shuffling around, trying to work to pay for hotel rooms that they shouldn't have to pay for. But again, we are closing hotels, we are closing down spaces that are
We all
shelters.
gotta pay.
We could be using the Comfort Inn for these families. We could have, I'd like to know is that where all the money went to and why we have a hotel that is literally sitting off of Peoria Street that was left.
I agree, what's that, brother?
That hotel could have been holding families. I'm ashamed of my city. I'm ashamed every single
Who's
day.
the asshole?
And I have to hear that there's another family on the streets, or another family that is fearful of being thrown out of the family shelter for some of the most minor of things. We are talking families being thrown out for the most absolute minor problems. These are people with children. These are children on our streets. These aren't even adults, these are children. And I don't know how much more I can literally ram that through. Our mayor loves to say that he does not see children on the streets, but it is absolutely not true. It's tiresome. We shouldn't have children on our streets. We should have nobody on our streets. But yet again, city council and the mayor's office consistently give more money to policing, enforcement, things of vanity projects, and pointless things the city does not need at this moment. We are in a massive housing crisis. Houselessness has gone up 12% since last year. We are in the largest eviction crisis Denver has ever seen. We are seeing people who are going to start losing their vouchers, their emergency vouchers. And we just paused TRUA, our rental assistance. I beg of you, we need this family shelter. Of all the things that we need to do right now for our houseless community is we need to be taking care of families with children, not vanity projects like the 16th Street Mall, spending money to drop the name mall off of it, to give cops raises. I'd also like to point out one last time what one of our council members said when she asked, why are we giving them raises when we just paid out for cases against them for brutality?
Except the access.
Good evening, members of council, watching at home, those in the council chambers. My name is Justin Sean Harris, I represent the Black Star Action Movement for Self-Defense, House of Action Committee for Social Change, as well as the Unity Party of Colorado, the Northeast Denver Residents Council, the Quebec Streets Corridor Task Force, the Rehabilitation Police Public Safety Task Force, Frontline Black News, Black Business Enhance the Revolutionary Agenda, and our side CCA Home Legacy Loss, and applying District 9, the historically Black District 9 for 5 points. Let's see, 40 years. Jail and prison is a business, and they want to put you in there. Go out of their way to put you in. They've been doing this since I was your age. In the 90s and early 2000s, they've been doing this. Nothing new. This game project that the city is doing is nothing new. They've been doing this for decades. Now, I continue to say, I continue to repeat.
Remember, I interviewed him at the jail.
Before the illegal migrant invasion, we have people, we have whole families, Black families living out on the streets. Nobody batted an eye, nobody did nothing. I went to the World Organization, Denver, calls out loud, now House East Action Network, for their failure to address our Black unhoused neighbors via unhoused. Me, along with Jerry Carter, are responsible for getting the tiny home villages off the ground.
The bulbs are in, unlike East Garvin.
What this brother's
Only got one in here anyway.
what this brother's addressing is the house action. That's these guys over here. He's saying that they're not helping the full community. That's what he's addressing right now. So it's kind of important what you think.
Trump is not just there with all these doors, but showing America its ugly face. This country's always been based off of race. It's a racist from this country. Always has been, unfortunately, will always do. And it goes all in areas of activity, economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. So here you fight for justice and guarantee that nobody's mistreated by the color of their skin, and those that ain't supposed to go get it in the
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna cut off for right now. My first city council meeting. Appreciate you all coming in.
Thank you. Next up, we have Dean.
I wanted to say Elena Squire is online, she was able to figure that out.
We can't go back. I don't go back. So you can either have time to speak or I can go on to grab computers.
Did she take my time? She decided last week too.
We can't go back.
Okay.
Sets it back for a minute for everything. D.
So this lady's an advocate in Denver.
My name is Dee Reed, I'm with House Possession for Denver.
We have been speaking about the need for family shelter because as an advocacy organization, we are seeing record numbers of families and children reaching out to us from the streets. These are people who have been in house programs before. Potentially they were people who were staying at the migrant shelters and who went through that program and found themselves on the streets. A lot of people that we're seeing are actually the victims of ICE. Coming and taking the main breadwinner from the family and leaving the caregiver and the children alone and unable to pay the rent. And so this is really a response, not just as
Hey, I appreciate whoever came in here.
morals are, but really a response to the federal administration as well, and saying that we are not going to allow them to destroy the futures of these families, of these children, because of the stance that they're taking to decide to alienate and create violence against these communities. I hear Jesse speaking about the Black community. We have the Black migrant community that is very prominent as well. We have folks that are out there and that intersectionality exists. We do have Black families as well in the streets. We have Rahima, who has been here before and spoken with their 7 children, who was unable to get into shelter in time and ended up having her kids taken away from her and is now in an ongoing court battle to get those children back. This is something that really should be a baseline moral necessity for the city when it comes to the budget, and it should be on the forefront of our minds because these are innocent children that really do not deserve the predicament that they're in. And when we're talking about the budget, when we're talking about $175 million that was spent to renovate 16th Street during this time, we're talking about hundreds of millions that were spent on things like the flock camera surveillance program, which actually was found to be connected also to drones with the police department. So now they're using police drone surveillance, and they're using things like flock, the ShotSpotter gunfire detection system, which is predominantly in Black and brown neighborhoods, and criminalizing the youth like the ones that you heard from today. And so these are the kinds of things we really need to be paying attention to, and we need to reprioritize what we're considering important. Elena, who I really hope is able to speak next week, is going to be talking about her experience also as a family therapist and working with these families on the streets. And so that is a vital perspective to see how they are being impacted by this mentally exhausted day after day living in the streets, what this does as caretakers, as children, how this impedes their development. And so I just really want us to come together and decide that we really do care about innocent children in the street who deserve a chance and deserve a future. Thank you.
Okay.
After 2 years of bloody genocide, I demand a moment of silence for the genocide in Gaza.
Thank you, sir. That concludes.
Free Palestine!
If we did not get to you today, please join us next week or submit your comments in writing. The next session will be held on Tuesday, October 14th. We are closed next Monday.
Tuesday, October 14th, not
Our
Monday.
city council meeting
Okay, yeah, I'll come prepared next time. Because I'll be down here. I'll be working down here a couple weeks. There we go. That was public speaking, guys. We're going to take off. There's a judo master.
That's House Keys Network. That's the advocates for them. That's her guys. So that's the one in the orange. She's a powerhouse. That guy, he's advocacy too. The one that was dancing at me, and then the one in front of him right there, that girl right there. She's, I forget her name, but she's a good advocate out here too. Same thing, but they help people in the street in the community. You know?
This guy right here is in the live feed when me and Johnny Bravo went to the jail the first time.
Oh yeah.
He just got out of jail. He said what he had to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were filming last time.
Yeah, I know. Hey, we were just saying nice stuff about you. Don't be like that. Yeah, no. It's going on now. Okay. We're going to get out of here, guys. Okay, we're out of here.